Hi, my name is Doretha and I work for the Live Oak Public Library. Today we're going to be doing a recipe for May for the Cinco de Mayo, which is the theme for the month, and it's black bean and veggie tortillas. The ingredients for the recipe are 8 large, or you can use the small, which I did, the corn tortillas, and then 2 14.5 ounce cans of organic refried beans. And they don't have to be organic, they can be whatever you prefer. They called for black beans, I did pinto beans for the recipe. 2 teaspoons of paprika, 2 teaspoons of ground cumin, 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper, 1 14.5 ounce can of whole black olives, and that's if you want those. If you don't, you can leave them off. A small red onion diced, and I used a white onion because that's what I had. 1 red bell pepper, finely chopped. Half a bunch of green onions, finely chopped. And then 3/4 cup of shredded light Monterey Jack cheese. There again, your preference on the cheese, if you want cheddar, whatever. And then avocado cream to taste, and salsa for serving if you'd like. So we're going to begin by preheating our oven to 400 and putting the tortillas in small batches so that they just get crispy. Because they're already cooked, they just needed to be heated. So I'm going to do that. You just want to put as many as the oven will hold. This is smaller, so we can only do about 4 or 5 in here. And then I'm going to get this started. And we'll check on those in a minute just to see when they've reached the crunchy stage. So while we've got the tortillas going, I'm going to start getting the beans warmed up and add the spices. I'm going to add cumin, red pepper, or cayenne. And you can do this as much or as little as you'd like. You don't have to do what the recipe calls for. And then also paprika. All right. And then we're going to just stir that around to keep it from sticking to the bottom until it's warmed up. And it doesn't have to be real warm because we're going to put this back into the oven once the tortillas have finished baking and gotten crispy. So once the tortillas have heated up somewhat, then we're going to take a little bit stiffer spoon and then just put a dollop of the refried beans, spread it all around on the tortilla. And this air fryer cooked these really fast, and well, it doesn't take but 10 minutes in the conventional oven, so it's a really quick and easy meal. But just spread them around on the tortilla as thick as you'd like. Just want it to be able to hold up to all the toppings you put on there. Then we'll spread those out like that. And then we'll start adding our toppings, which is, we've got the finely chopped onion. And I did all of these kind of finely chopped because they're going to cook for just a short period of time and you don't want them to take too long to cook. And then the finely chopped red bell pepper, which makes it really pretty, as well as taste good. All right, get a little bit more of that on there. You can do any of the toppings that you'd like, other than we've chosen. I mean, the black olives, you can do jalapenos, whatever you'd like on. Just pick and choose what you'd like. I'm adding the sharp cheddar, but you could do the pepper jack or Colby, any of the cheeses that you like instead. So I'll just sprinkle those on top, and then we're going to put these back into the oven again at 375. Let me move this out of the way. For about another, probably in this oven, 6 minutes at the most. All right, I'm going to get this going. Let's see, 75, all right. And then we'll just let that cook until the toppings cook somewhat and the cheese melts. We pulled the tortillas out of the oven. They're nice and golden. We're going to add the final toppings. There again, you can put whatever you'd like. I'm doing a little bit of chopped tomato to mine. And then we'll do, instead of the avocado cream, I did avocados to mine, just to give a little color. And then the final topping is finely chopped green onion. Well, let's see, that isn't quite the final thing. Now to this, and you don't have to, but don't mind my fingers, I'm going to do a little dollop of sour cream on each one. And then we'll do a little salsa verde on the top of that. You can do red salsa, your preference, whatever you'd like. And there we go. We're done. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, make sure you look out for more from the Swanee River Regional Library in the future.